Let's. Can we do this kind of in groups? I mean,
Sure.
we've got different areas we can go with, and you're always hearing your so-called bloopers or your goof-ups or when it's live and you can't prepare for it. Classic.
And what better place to have a live broadcast than Wrigley Field?
Yeah, and, well, let's just hit some of these and share it with our listening audience.
1-2-3 inning for John Burkett. We head for the home half of the third, tied at 3.
What?
A leadoff single by Salazar, and then Hector Villanueva went way back.
Swung on, there's a driver, but stays fair, might be out of here. It is! A home run for Hector Villanueva. It's his 5th home run of the year, and now it's a 4-3 ball game.
Dunston then singled, Ramos singled, and Greg Maddox singled to load the bases.
Tommy obviously getting a chuckle out of Harry's pronunciation.
Oh, I thought he was laughing at something else.
You know how Harry will always say, hey, let's say hello to so-and-so from wherever, because Harry will read whatever you put in front of him up there in the broadcast
Just
booth,
about.
Right? Yeah.
The pitch, a bouncing foul, and he's behind on the count. A busload of Goebbels from Frisco, pulling for the Cubs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Thank you, Harry.
Busload of what? Thank you, Harry. Thank you.
We got to set this one up.
Yeah.
Okay, in engineering, we have a fellow who's a really terrific engineer. His name is Aubrey
Mumpower.
Mumpower with an M. All right, and he's been here a while, and he works the overnights generally. Well, when Tom Brenneman first arrived here at WGN, he didn't quite know everybody by name, and this is what happened.
And this is him at the end of the game wrapping up when he thanks everybody. Listen to this.
So for Ron Santo, Bob Brenly, Harry Carey, our engineers here in New York, Joel Blumberg and Tori DeBlasi, and our producer back at WGN in Chicago, Audrey Merblos, Tom Brenneman, saying so long from New York. Oh, my God. On this game, all right, here we go. Apologize to Audrey for me, by the way. Aubrey, I couldn't read it. I wrote it down, and I couldn't read the darn thing. Aubrey, I'm sorry. Will you tell her I'm sorry? Boy, I've really screwed the damn thing up now.
Thank you, Tommy. Harry sometimes, and God bless Harry, he's the best in the biz, but sometimes can't read his own writing or has a hard time pronouncing some things, right?
Once in a while.
Yeah.
Guillermo Velasquez.
Wait. What was that again?
Velasquez.
You sure about that, Harry?
Yeah.
Let's hear you say that.
Thank you very. Or how about? Remember when this guy first came into town?
Heathcliff Slocum will be the new pitcher. We'll tell you more about him in a moment.
I'll tell you something, though.
What?
More than anything, I love to hear Harry laugh. Harry has the most out-of-control, sort of high giggle, sort of, it just takes over his whole body.
Yeah, it doesn't match him, does it?
No, not at all.
Now, we have to set this one up, too. A lot of people don't know, and tap you, Ron, for sharing it with a national radio audience, that Ron Santo, the best third baseman that ever played, and he's also in our booth, he's lacking a little hair on top.
Kind of like you, Spike.
Kind of like me. And he admitted on the radio, and God bless him for it, that he wore a toupee. Harry didn't know that. Let's listen in that day.
Where are you, Greg Maddox?
Pitching in Atlanta,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Now you did make me feel older.
And grayer.
That would be impossible.
Here's Carl Rhodes breaking ball in there for a strike.
The only positive I can say is that I do have hair.
You have a great head of hair.
That's more positive than I can say.
There's the
You
pitch
got
taken.
good hair.
Yeah, I do. I put it on every day.
I never knew that until recently.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
1-1 delivery. Here's a pitch ripped foul down the right field line.
Do you and Arnie buy your hair pieces the same place?
No.
No way. Harry, you got a great head of hair.
Well, that's genes, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I used to have a great head of hair. I still got a lot of more hair than you think, though. I mean, it would scare you. It scares me when I take it off. And when I go by the mirror, I go, ooh. Who is that guy?
How about your wife? Here's the 1-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball in foul ground down the third base line. And it's going to be caught by Arias to end the inning. Cubs go 1-2-3. Harry taking over in the fourth. It's a 3-1 Marlin lead.
Now they go to commercial, and they come back, and Harry's still kind of out of control. Listen to this.
Tommy, I'm going to take the dare. I got to ask you, Ron, when you go to bed at night with your lovely wife, do you wear your toothpick?
I wear a hat, Harry. I take that off and I put a hat on.
Wow. Let's see who's batting area. Here's a fastball into a strike.
them long games where you have to fill in between innings.
Now, you've all probably heard this one. This is the classic Harry. Harry, well, we don't even need to introduce this one.
Yeah, you've heard this a million times, and it wouldn't be complete unless we dropped this one in. You remember when Harry was on the air?
Hey, we see Marlon Collins without shorts for the first time.
Boy, I hope we get the end of that story.
There's a slow roller. He might beat it out. Nope. Good play. And give it up.
Give a score cue.
No score at the end of 2.
You recognize her anywhere.
Oh, one of the great lines in broadcasting.
You listen to that, and I still die every time I hear that. Harry's a wild man.
Oh, and before Harry, and that was Milo Hamilton on that, and of course now we have Tom Brenneman. But before that we had
Lou and Vinny.
Lou and Vinny, and they were great, and they had
they had their share of screw-ups too. You may remember hearing this one before.
Fans, when you think of Buick, what comes to mind? Well, certainly luxury, reputation, and I'm sure...
Yeah, I'm going to let you use this one, Lou.
Let me use that. My mic's gone. When you think of Buick, what comes to mind? Certainly luxury, reputation, and I'm sure just plain fine car. Here we go. We'll buy a Buick. I gotta tell you what happened here.
We'll have to pay the commercial, I thought. We have a holder here for this mic. When we're doing the interview with Alan Lewis, we pulled the mics out of the stands, and Lewis started to read a commercial into the stand without a mic. Sounded good.
And you know what? After being on the air for 15 years, when that starts, I'm telling you, it doesn't quit. It gets into your system, and you can't think of anything else but screwing this commercial up. And I guess we've made too much fun of the sports department. We ought to switch
So
it.
let's make fun of other people.